Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slang Hope, and I got another video for y'all. And today's video is about why is it so easy to manipulate women. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to let y'all know I come in peace. I'm just trying to help the sisters out, I'm trying to give y'all some game, because there's a lot of foul shit happening to our women out here. Because, you know, these ain't shit ass dudes are taking advantage of them because they know their weakness. So I'm here to kind of like put some game on y'all because I got family members, I got cousins, sisters, and so forth. And you know, I teach my family what to look out for when they out there dating or when they out there, you know, interacting with these guys. And before I get into the video, I want to just say this real quick. Whoever reads the 48 Laws of Power and the laws of human nature, and you understand them and apply their principles, you could be a dangerous person out here, and you could conquer damn near anybody. You know, everything will be at your disposal. And yes, and I don't say that to, you know, I don't read it in, I don't study it in a perverse way, trying to manipulate people or anything like that. I just try to protect myself, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of wicked people. Most people are wicked. You know, when you read the laws of human nature, you'll realize that a lot of people are not good people. But anyway, back into the video. Talking about the laws of human nature, when you think about men and women, we are wired differently biologically, right? And the man tends to be a little more logical, and the woman tends to be a little more emotional, right? She's always in her feelings, or she leads with her feelings, right? And I could give you a few examples about these things. And look, so because our sisters are emotional, right? An emotional person is a person who is unstable. And when you are unstable, you're not really grounded, and you're easy to be swayed in whatever way, right? Because it's based on your feelings and your mood swings. So I'll give you another example, because this applies to men too, right? When these young boys are listening to drill and somebody is talking about that they killed their friend and they smoking on a pack, what does that do to these people, right? It gets them riled up. It gets them angry. It gets them in their emotions. And it usually leads to them doing something stupid. They don't care if there's a camera. They don't care if it's broad day, the police around, because their emotions are already moved, and they move them, and they're unstable, and it leads them a lot of times to prison. A lot of people are in prison because they got angry, they got upset, and they were unstable at some point, right? So it's bad for the men too, right? But a lot of times our sisters tend to operate in emotions more so than men, right? So when they're emotional, they're always in their feelings. This is why it's so easy to come to them and tell them sweet nothings, right? I know the sweet nothings. It's easy to persuade women because because again, it's all about their feelings. It's all about how your words make them feel. So in a lot of these, think about it, a lot of these women have the same stories, right? They got the same stories of how they was lied to, they was bamboozled, they was taken advantage of. A lot of these women got the same stories. You know, there's a report that says that 76% of the single women are impregnated by 20% of men, right? And I'm talking about in our communities. So you got to think about it. So that means there's multiple men running around in our communities who are impregnating, who got multiple, these men have multiple baby mamas in our community. So it's fair to say that a lot of these women are falling for the same lies and tricks of 20% of men in our communities. And that's crazy. But let me get back into the emotional, right? So it's about feelings, right? And when a person is always about their feelings, you can always sway them, right? You can make them false promises. You can lie to them with compliments. You could tell them you're gonna do this, false hopes, and they're gonna fall for it because a lot of times women fall in love through their ears. That's just the way they are wired. No matter how logical they try to be, no matter how much they try to change, they're always going to reduce themselves to the laws of human nature. And they're always going to fall victim to these things unless they fortify themselves and know what to look for. The next thing is this. We know women are insecure. Most, damn near all women are insecure, right? A lot of men are insecure too. But it's different, right? I think women's insecurities are always out there, right? In the media or in the news or on social media, right? Because not the news, but you get what I'm saying. They're always talking about women bodies, right? So women see this. Women see how it changes, right? The concept of what beauty is constantly changing. At one point, Slim was in like looking like Aaliyah. The next moment, the thick girls was in. The next moment, the chubby girls. You know, you get what I'm saying. the beauty standards are always changing. So women are always looking at themselves, and most women have body parts that they don't like about themselves, right? They're not going to talk about it. They try to front and act like they're so secure and they're so strong and they're so this. But I'm telling you, when you pay close attention, you're going to see it. You know, you're going to hear it, right? So a lot of women have these insecurities. They have these kind of like sort of like a body dysmorphia kind of thing, where they don't feel content with certain parts of their bodies. And because of that, because they're always being scrutinized, it bothers them, right? It gets to them. So when you know that she's insecure, what do these dudes do? They lie to them, right? They tell them sweet nothings, right? Back to the sweet nothings. You know, they and which leads to attention, right? Because we know women love attention. They love attention. That's why a lot of these women, they post certain pictures on the internet because they love the likes. They love the clicks. They love the compliments they get, you know, which leads to unrealistic ideologies that these sisters have because they don't think logically, right? For example, a lot of women, 90% of women think, they feel in their soul, they believe that they deserve 5% of men, right? Because there's only 5% of men in the country that make 6 figures. And 90% of these women in the country believe that they feel that they deserve a man that makes 6 figures. That's irrational. The math is not mathing. Because you're going to tell me 90% of y'all women think y'all going to end up with a 5% of the man at the top? It's not going to happen. But if you talk to these women, they're going to tell you it's nothing that you could tell them that's going to happen for them. So, hey, this is part of the irrational, illogical. They're not thinking logically. Logically, that shit does not make sense. The math is not adding up. So that's one of the examples, right? So back to the attention. So these sisters, sometimes they think because they have a lot of people in their inbox or they have a lot of people in their message requests, you know, they start to assume that because they're getting a lot of this attention, they start to assume that I have a lot of options. But in reality, they really don't, right? They really don't. All you really have is this. You have a bunch of dudes who are, they might be trying to smash because this is how a lot of men think. They're just trying to get the goods, especially nowadays in hookup culture. So you're sitting here, out of them, let's say that you got 50 dudes in your inbox. Out of them 50 dudes, it might be 2 dudes who really want to build with you, marry you, and build some type of family or business or whatever, right? Empire with you. It's probably like 2 dudes out of 50, you know? So again, because they think emotionally and they're not thinking about it logically, they think they have a lot of options. Even though at the same time, they want 5% of the man at the top. But anyway, so because we know women want attention and women are insecure and they are emotional and all of these things combine together, right? It's where we give the compliments. I've seen dudes give compliments to women who they know they're butt ugly, horrendous, hideous. And they be like, Ma, you so beautiful. And they fall for it. They fall for the sweet nothings. Because we know that they're emotional, they like the attention, and they are insecure. You think that girl doesn't look at herself in the mirror and be like, damn, you ugly. And then she goes down the street and somebody's calling her beautiful. That's going to change her whole life. That's going to change her whole world. Right? This is the shit that is happening. You know? Dudes know your butt is flat, but he might be like, damn, girl, your joint fat. It blows her mind. Again, because we know you want attention, we know you're insecure, and we know you're emotional. So it's a lot of things, right? We know you want the attention. We might get you flowers. We might pay for your lunch at work. We might give you compliments. Oh, I like those lashes, even though we might hate them lashes. We tell you, yo, I like your lashes. We don't care about the lashes, but we'll tell you that because we know it does more for you than for me. You know, your wig might be crooked, messed up, and I might be like, yo, that's a nice wig. Yo, I like your hair. I like your nails. And we don't even got to like that stuff. But we say it. You think it's for you. But it's really manipulation from a lot of these dudes. Gassing you up, telling you sweet nothings. And because we know, again, like I said, emotional, you want attention, and you're insecure. And this is why it's so easy to manipulate your sisters. Now, I'm saying this in the hopes that hopefully it benefits some of us. Hopefully we try to be better at vetting people and understanding. But I know it's gonna be hard because again, like we are wired biologically in a certain way. So unfortunately, a lot of our women are gonna keep falling for these things, and a lot of our men, right? Because a lot of our men are starting to not be composed and be able to control their emotions. So a person that can't control their emotions, they're destined for chaotic things to happen in their life. Um, so I just wanted to share that with y'all. Hopefully y'all benefit from it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Am I on point? Am I wrong? Am I bugging? Like, let me know what y'all think. And if y'all appreciated the message, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all share it with some people, some sisters, man, that y'all feel like might be able to benefit from the game that I'm kicking. Some of the brothers gonna be mad at me, but it had to be said. Y'all have a good one. Peace.